Great job, Sky. So you have completed all the chapters in this course, right? I'm really appreciate your participation in the course, and I hope you enjoy the course as well. So let me summarize a bit about this course. So we have from the chapter 1, right? We go through the journey to software development, where we look at the business needs and the business processes, which we have to identify which business processes that need software to help enhance and facilitate. And then we move on toward chapter number 2, where we are talking about the software engineering foundations. We know what is software engineering, what are the software projects, what are the roles and responsibility of the people in the software team, right? Then we move on toward chapter 3, which we were talking about the requirements engineering. In this chapter, we talk about the requirements engineering processes. How can we gather the requirements from the stakeholders? How can we specify those requirements in the document? How can we validate those requirements? And how can we manage the change of the requirements, right? Then we move on to what's chapter number 4, right, which we are talking about requirements analysis and modeling. This one, can you still remember use case modeling? So in this, we model our requirements in a use case diagram, right? So we draw the use case diagram with the actor, right? And then we study about the relationship of our use case as well, okay? So I hope you can use the use case to identify the interactions between the system and the actor of the system. After that, we move on to chapter number 5, where we talked about the basic concepts of the software design. After we have the requirements, we have to map it into design, right? So that we can use it for the implementation later. And then in chapter 6, we talk about the coding and implementation. What is the implementation process? What are the characteristics of the good software implementation, right? Then in chapter 7, we talk about the testing methods, testing techniques, right, that we can use to test our software, to evaluate whether our software is working fine or not, whether it is working correctly and it is meeting the business requirements and user requirement or not, right? And then we have chapter 8 that we talked about the software quality assurance. We want to have the quality process for our software development part, right? So we want to use some standard and framework to be developed and applied in our software development process. Then the last chapter is chapter 9, where we deploy and maintain our system. After we have been coding, after we have been testing our system, now it's time for us to deploy our system into the real production environment. After we deploy them in the real production environment, then we need to maintain it, right? In case that there is some changes or in case that there is some issues that we have to fix, right? So we'll do it in the maintenance processes. And good job, Sky. Again, that is all for this course. So I hope you enjoy the course and thank you.